You're watching Weatherman. This is your local weather forecast for the St. Louis area. More specifically, this is day 2 or part 2 of yesterday's video on the first severe weather event of 2021. So today, as you've probably noticed if you've stepped outside, we've had some very gusty winds out there, and we're actually under a wind advisory now by the National Weather Service. We've had wind gusts well over 20 miles an hour out there, probably higher. And it's all part of this low pressure system out over the Dakotas and Minnesota. And it's producing some snow up there, and it's also getting this line fired up from Rochester down to Des Moines, down through Topeka, and that's going to be dropping towards us, and that's what's going to be bringing that first round of severe weather potentially tomorrow morning. And now that the event is expected to happen within the next 24 hours, we can confidently project a specific timeline of 7 to 11 a.m. tomorrow as the start time for these storms. And I think that there is a good chance that we do get through rush hour, but definitely your evening commute and looking ahead to the next few days, Friday, and then all throughout the weekend as well, we're going to be dealing with the system. So what's going to happen here in the short term is you're going to see heavy rain in spots, and that's going to cause some very severe swelling on these smaller creeks and streams. Low drainage areas definitely need to be concerned for flash flooding. And then long term, as we go through the weekend and into early next week, that's when we have to look for some longer term flooding on these larger rivers such as the Mississippi and the Merrimack. So 2 major threats with the system. Main things are the severe weather and the potential for flooding, both flash flooding and just regular flooding on those larger rivers. So if you come across water over the road that is moving rapidly and it looks like it's too deep to cross, so you can't even see the road underneath it, turn around, don't drown, as the saying goes. And also, if you have a bridge between somewhere you need to go and you, maybe plan ahead tonight, maybe go out, make a trip out, be cautious with the high winds that we're experiencing, and stock up on supplies before you get stranded, before you get stuck without the things you need. If your home or let's say your local business floods after 3 to 5 days, maybe start filling sandbags tonight. You know, it's not ideal with it being as windy as it is, but it's going to be a much bigger pain in the ass to have to go out there in the rain and do it tomorrow. Finally, if you need them, get batteries. Make sure that you get them in the sizes you need. With the onset of the severe weather tonight and tomorrow morning, there is a very good chance that we could see power outages. And of course, if you don't use these things tonight or tomorrow or in the next few days, you may need them later on in the severe weather season. You know, this is just the first system that we're dealing with here. There are likely to be many more severe storms, tornadoes possibly, and you never know when you might need these things. So there's no reason not to at least take the minimum precautions to make sure that you and your family are prepared for any of these types of severe weather events. As your local weather forecast for the St. Louis area, if you found it informative, please give it a big thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Also tell your friends and family about this channel if they live in the St. Louis area or if they live in a hurricane-prone area.